That's so awesome. Oh
Yeah,
my God. That's like entering a party. That was fantastic.
yeah,
I loved that so much. I don't know why I was surprised, but that was so fun.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I try to make some cool intros for people,
I know that's
you
why I don't
know.
know why I'm surprised, but I still was. I very much enjoyed that.
Because it's your interview, that's why.
I
You the
enjoyed it.
star of the show.
That was awesome. That and I love that picture because that's when I won my pro card, and that was a big show for me.
Yeah. Well, let me give you the let me tell the viewers who you are. They probably do, but just to give you your intro. Hey, ladies and YouTubers, this is KLA the Wanderer. Happy Friday. The New York Pro is going on. Might check it out. And here with me is the lovely Rachel Jaffe. And yeah, she
Hello.
said to tell her fitness, how she got into bodybuilding, and also other things if she care to share. But I ain't going too deep. But it's bodybuilding and regular life
For
struggles
sure.
that you deal with, and yeah. So I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. It's fun. It's nice to finally meet you.
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity, and it's so nice to meet you. We've been trying for a while, and here we are. Right
Yeah,
time, right
I've been.
place, right channel.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen your interviews, with All the Rage George Page and
Hmm. That was
David
fun.
from FBB Forum and this other guy Jeremy from Art of Female Muscle. Yeah, and yeah, you tell like how you got into you was in figure, then you moved to
Hmm.
women's physique, then you got
Yes,
your pro card.
I did. I was in figure for the bulk of my time in the MPC. And they actually told me, I think in my second year, coaches and other people started coming up to me saying, you should really be in women's physique. And I was not open to it at all because I love those high heels. I love the figure shoes more than anything. I was addicted to those shoes. And it turns out actually quarter turns are my weakest poses. And of course, that's figures bread and butter. Um, and so I think it was Universe of 2020. I was doing figure and I didn't do as well as I, hoped. And Kenny Wallach said to me, you really need to consider women's physique. He'd been telling me for years and everybody else. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be open to it. And so then I went to Masters Nationals 2020, did women's physique and figure. I placed third in my first women's physique show. And I was hooked immediately. Like I couldn't hang up my figure heels fast enough because I love to be on stage and I love like all the routines and the time. And I got to really express myself in women's physique and it was such a natural fit. It was crazy how it all just kind of clicked into place. And I was like 6 or 7 years in figure, like a
Yeah.
while.
Wow.
So you really
I
have
don't
to be
know.
open to like other people say like I can't even tell you how obsessed with women's physique like things I am. I love it. I love the expression of it all. And
Yeah.
figure too, of course, and all the rest of the categories.
What's
But
your thoughts on people double dipping? Because I see like there's some pros they double dip. They do figure and women's physique. I know a
it's
couple of
such
them.
a good question. That is such a good question. It depends on my day, my answer. So today my answer is there should be clear lines of what is figure and what is physique and what is bodybuilding, bikini, wellness, fit model. We all have very clear ish guidelines of where it should be. So I kind of feel like you should pick your lane. But on the other shoulder is me who had to do both to find out where I thrived. So, like, you're always changing. Your body is changing. Your mind is changing. So, you could be thriving in figure as a pro and then be like, wait a second, I might want to do a routine and dip your toe. I get that. But I think constantly doing both uh, is not cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you're
Yeah.
constantly doing it, it's kind of like invest into something. But
Yeah.
I understand all, like I said, I understand tipping your toe and figuring out where you belong because you're not always going to stay in every division. I may want to go back to figure when I get older. Who knows, So I'm leave that open, but I wouldn't be doing both for a long time.
Okay. And what did you when you last competed? What was your show last show? You got third place?
I got no, I did the All South was my last show, and I think I got seventh
Mm,
in Masters. And then before that, I
okay.
won my class in the Clash series. They had a women's physique. It was not last year, but the year before.
Oh,
And
okay.
and I don't do open. I only do Masters.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
I can't, I can't beat those young girls. Like I'm not into that. They can have it. I'm
uh,
good.
well, like you have a nice physique. I could show some slides.
Oh wow, yeah, that
Yeah,
was the first. I love that suit. Okay, I that was a true defining moment for me. Oh, that's my backyard. That was a birthday
yeah,
pic. Did you watch that TV show? Oh, you can see how much I love the stage.
yeah. You look nice.
I love it. I can't
Yeah.
like. I'm chomping at the bit to get up there. I
What?
never could
What?
understand those poses. It was very funny. Look, you can tell. Look,
Yeah.
that's 2016.
Uh, Like what
That's
was
when
like what?
people. What?
No, I was gonna ask you what was it like preparing for your first show?
My first show was very interesting. A lot of nerves, a lot of figuring things out. Uh, I didn't ever practice posing for that show, so
Mm,
I didn't know what I was doing. I loved being on the stage. That's my before and after. That's a before and after of
yeah,
mine. Um, and Dexter Jackson said to me that I was the worst poser he had ever seen. And I said,
yeah.
well, at least you remember me. I've come a long way since then. I love to dance. So that's
Yeah,
me at my
I
dance
noticed.
studio.
I see. Yeah, I see. You're doing some dance routines and videos. Like that's
Yeah,
cool.
I love that.
You did you always have like a passion for dancing?
So I've never taken a dance class in my life, but I was the exact right age when MTV premiered. So I
Oh,
always wanted to be a video backup dance, like I always wanted to be one of the dancers in the videos. Never took a lesson until I was an adult. So I started dancing
oh.
about 3 years ago. Like, obviously I dance on a dance floor, but not like five, six, seven, eight. Which is
Nice.
how I fell in love, which is why I love women's physique, because you get that whole routine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
so
mean like
fun.
yeah, like if you watch like the old videos like of female bodybuilders, they some of them were doing gymnastics, they were
Oh
doing
yeah.
like this is lady, her name was Yolanda Hughes, and
Hmm.
she used to do gymnastics and dancing and stuff. Yeah, like they really performed the show back then.
Right.
Yeah,
Entertaining. I
yeah.
feel like everybody gets so, you get not like you get blind to the noise. What is it when you hear a song over and over again? So like you become sort of averse to it. I don't know how to explain it. So you don't want to pick a song that you love. So you pick other songs, but then you can't connect with them because they're not your songs. So like it's hard to like figure all of that out. But combining bodybuilding and dance into women's physique was putting two of my big loves into
Mm.
one. And it was like a match made in heaven. Like,
Did you
I
request
love
like
performing those routines. I love the call outs. I love being backstage waiting on the stairs with the other amazing women. I love everything, the judges' voices. I love when nobody knows if it's their number and they don't move. I love all of it. Every single part of it, I love. Is that
do you
ridiculous?
do you be do you have like a request for the songs? for them to play, or they just played the songs for you?
Well, it's very funny you should ask me. I got to know DJ Bretsky because I'm from New Orleans and he lives in New Orleans, but he works for Tim Gardner. Well, it's his son, and he's the DJ for Tim Gardner and for the Olympia and stuff like that. He's amazing. Go get
Okay.
DJ Bretsky. We were sitting in the airport talking, and I said they always play such oldies music when the Masters comes out. I was like, I would love like a Glorilla song, a Megan Thee Stallion song. Like I want a fun song, and he played he played a great song, and there was another DJ that played a great song, and that makes such a difference to me. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's music tastes are different, but like I love them watching people perform their routines. I love watching quarter turns. I'm fascinated by the bikini women. I mean, just how they walk. I wish I could walk like that and do my shoulder. Like, I love every division. I just think it's so super cool.
Yeah. How did you get started in bodybuilding?
It was never in my plan. I was heavy most of my life. You saw that picture.
Yeah.
And after my, oh no, hello. You still got me?
Yeah, I got you. I
Okay,
got you.
sorry about that.
No, it's no worries. No worries.
After I had my second child, I weighed about 200 pounds. Not about, I
Mm.
was. And I'm only 5 feet tall. So I was like, I gotta get, myself together. I also had postpartum depression. So I started, oh my goodness, we're gonna leave it right there. Slowly moving my body, doing what I need to do. And then I met a trainer and he's like, let me just help you for a half an hour. And I said, okay. And I just kind of turned off my brain and let him do it, and then it just kind of grew from there. My first experience in competing, because I was not a sports person either, so like I was not a competitor in anything, was in the women's tri fitness in Tampa, and they
No.
had a little figure kind of thing. I was like, "Ooh, that scares me. How could you ever get in front of people in a bathing suit and willingly be judged?" Like that was beyond my scope of like possibility. Isn't that
Yeah.
interesting? So that's why I did it.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then I
yeah, a
fell in
lot
love
of
with it.
a lot of women, they share that, like they didn't really picture themselves, you know, being on stage wearing a bikini and having people judge them and stuff. But for some reason, they just got like this, I could say, addiction of
Oh, for sure.
competing and stuff. Yeah. Like
For sure.
what's it like competing against these women? Are you competing against yourself, or you competing against in your mind? Like,
I know it's super interesting. Back when I was younger, when I first started competing, I was competing against myself. I was competing against everybody else. Friendly competition. We always said camaraderie and competition, not like anything, whatever. I've made some of my closest friends in the NPC who I still have. Um, Nowadays, I don't even think about anybody else. I don't even think about myself. The last time I competed, I just kind of went with the flow and practiced my dance and enjoyed the journey. I did not think about one other person until I saw them when I got there. I really kind of just did my own thing. Didn't go on Instagram and look for people. Didn't, none of that. I'm not on Facebook. I didn't, just kind of stayed to myself. And I don't like to put that pressure on myself, like beating myself next time. My goal is always to get to that routine, to get to
yeah,
my routine so I can perform that and see what shenanigans comes out or whatever. But I've gotten way less competitive as I've gotten older and really just kind of settled into I think people forget it's supposed to be fun.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, some people they kind of look at it like, I have a video, and about this lady, she talks about her experience in competing. Maybe I could play it and you could give your thoughts on it.
I'd love that.
All right.
Okay, you guys, I gotta get it off my chest and talk about the elephant in the room and competing and why I stopped. And I'm gonna talk about something that nobody in the fitness industry is willing to say out loud. So I'm an IFBB pro, okay? I won my first show, went pro. Everyone around me acted like I'd made it, right? Like it's a huge deal. Okay, here's what really happened, okay? I permanently changed my anatomy. I lost my singing voice because of something, well, it's something that I had my entire life, but because of what I put my body through to compete. So I'm currently having to retrain my voice, and I'm doing singing lessons just to get back to what I had before bodybuilding. And honestly, for what? So I've seen text messages where judges picked winners before the show even started. I've heard judges tell athletes that they were pegged to win regardless of the shape that they came in. I've watched women who trained half as hard walk away with trophies because of their husband being like a plastic surgeon to one of the judges that was on the panel. So I'm not telling you this because I'm bitter. I'm telling you because I've watched myself and hundreds of other women pour everything into something that was already decided before we ever even stepped on stage. So nobody talks about it because they're scared of being blacklisted. I've watched women lose their hair. I've watched women destroy their hormones. I've watched them sacrifice their femininity, go broke, chasing a promise the industry has never actually made them. It's solely just a feeling. So it's just a title. It's just the hope that it means something. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't. And your potential is worth way more than a trophy that nobody outside the industry even knows or cares about. So waste nothing, especially not yourself. So hopefully this helps.
Can you hear
Can you
me?
hear me? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know who she is. Who is she?
I just happened to see her Instagram. I was scrolling and I think her name is I'm not sure, but I've seen her before.
Okay.
The name is not
I
coming to
mean,
me.
that's fine. I mean, happy to comment on her. I don't know her. I respect her opinion. I feel like you can't go into any sport without sacrifice, or you're getting things are going to go wrong. Every sport you sacrifice your body. Football, hello, brain injuries, broken, but everything. Losing her voice while she's smoking a big joint doesn't really wash with me. I worked for the MPC Louisiana. I also did shows. I was not picked to win. I sometimes got to win. If anybody was going to be favored, I got no favoritism. People have said that there's politics forever. Every sport has politics. And if you're getting in there for the notoriety and whatever, you're going to be unhappy in whatever person. If you're doing it because you love the sport and it makes you happy and those other things are worth it, rock on. If you don't love the sport, you're not willing to put in the time and you think it's rigged, don't participate. Like, make your choices and move on. I like, don't give a shit, really. She has her opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, it means nothing to me. So, bye. I
Nah,
mean, like, bye. I don't know
understood.
what to say. I don't believe. Look, people are always going to have their favorites. It is human nature, but I do believe that they do everything possible to make it as fair as possible. And not everybody is a number one and elite athlete. And it's okay to be in the chorus. It's okay not to be number one. It's okay not to be picked. Life moves on and learn from it. You don't need to be spoiled, sour and bitter about whatever, even though you say you're not. It's just, you got to be okay with getting beat. You got to be okay with losing. Whatever show I do, whenever, I'm already winning because I'm getting on that stage and I'm having a blast. And if I'm not having a blast, I stop doing it. And I did that about 4 years ago. And I was like, fuck it, I'm out. But like, all right.
Nah, I mean, I understand.
Like, I have no words for her. She seems young and naive.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just curious, because sometimes, I stumble into people that have videos and they talk about their experience in competing, and
I've
there's this other
never
YouTube.
never felt, and of course every show someone could say that person's tie-in in the Olympia, whatever, you could always argue that someone deserved to be first and not third or whatever, but I feel like the judges really really try to honor what represents best in that class,
Yeah, I got you. I got you. When we got all the way George Clooney,
right?
sounds like a bunch of sour grapes.
Well, I mean, I think she has a point. It could be happening, but so few people get their pro card. And then, like, to win a show after you get a pro card is like super impossible. Like, it's not an easy thing. So, like, let's be a little bit gracious and understand that we get to do this. We don't have to do this. We're so lucky to be able to compete. And if you're worried about all those other things, you're not really doing any work on yourself.
Yeah. Like, do you see it as well, I see it more as a discipline than a sport. Like, what do you see it as?
I like that. I agree with you. Because when people say it's a sport, yes, I agree because I guess it is. I mean, cornholing is a sport now. Um, but like I think more of having to run when you're doing a sport, like baseball, basketball, football, but I guess you don't run in golf. Um, I like that it's a discipline. I like what you said, and I would agree with that.
No,
Discipline and
thank
not
you.
a sport. Discipline and art form, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because I do see it like more as a discipline because you're restricting yourself, the stuff that you guys deal with, men and the women, and it's not very easy. I know you know
It's
it, but
beautiful way to put it. It's perfect. That's a
well,
perfect way to put it. I think it's brilliant.
yeah, I mean, because because the dieting and the prepping and mental and stuff like that, and I look at it as a of course, sports, they have discipline, but it ain't
Understood.
like it's not. I think this is more of a like mind thing, just to see how far you can achieve, because
I agree. It is
yeah,
totally a discipline. And even in that discipline, again, I want to say it should still be fun. I
yeah,
just, people, I really feel like nothing in life has been fun and people are forgetting. And it's really just so important that you enjoy it. Otherwise, that discipline and sacrifice is from stress going to make your hair fall out. You're going to be super unhappy. And it's a very dark discipline when you're leaning out. And if you're not mentally ready for that, it could be really difficult for some people. So, yeah, it has to be mental and physical discipline for sure.
yeah. Like, what do your family said? Like, what was their thoughts or opinions when you first wanted to do bodybuilding? How
So,
they reacted?
it was interesting. I did in my first show in 2007. I had two young sons at the time, and I was not ready because you have to devote so much time to the sport. Well, to the discipline. Hey.
You
Meaning,
could say
like, actually,
sport.
most of my time would be spent in my kitchen making food, eating food, cleaning food than it is in the gym, even though you spend plenty of
Yeah,
time there. They did not mind it when they were younger because they always came first, kind of thing. My youngest son didn't love it, but that's because I wasn't necessarily so nice towards the end.
yeah.
A little
I
bit moody. But as they got older, they loved it. They rolled with it. Super supportive, helped me, understood it, fascinated by it. 100% fly to my shows, surprised me, all
mm,
in. You know, pretty much
yeah,
fine.
yeah. One of your sons. I mean, I seen like a picture of your Instagram. Like, he plays soccer.
Yeah, my oldest son,
Um,
well, both of my sons play soccer and they both work in the sports industry. My oldest works for CONCACAF, which is
mm,
the governing soccer body for the Caribbean and America and stuff like that. But right now he's actually in Vancouver because he's working for FIFA for the World Cup. So he's up there doing that. So that's super exciting. And my younger son works for the Chargers in hospitality. So he lives in Los Angeles and works for the Chargers.
oh,
So they're
wow.
both, and like my son who works for the Chargers, he gets to order a meal or whatever, and he basically eats like a bodybuilder's meal there. It's really fantastic. So they've really kind of implemented that eating, both of them, in their life. It's been
That's
interesting.
pretty good.
It's been
That's it.
pretty
Did you teach?
cool.
So basically, you kind of teach them a bit, if I could
Yeah.
say that. Yeah, that's
So like
cool. That's,
we had a rule in our family that we ate dinner together 5 nights a week, which is crazy, but we did do it. And
mm,
so, like, I would make fajitas and they would have all of the fajitas, but I would just have the chicken, so they would see that I would be eating with them, but something slightly different. So they were already they were already seeing it all the time. And like they do it now, they cook all of their meals, they meal prep everything. It's
yeah,
unbelievable.
that's pretty good. Like, do
It's
you do
cool.
you have like friends outside of bodybuilding,
I
and
do.
how do they look at you when you're prepping or
They
preparing for a
noticed
show?
they're great with it because everybody sacrifices around you. Um, I'm going to meet some of my girlfriends later and like we're going to have coffee and they'll be having all, their fun stuff. Cause I always stay sort of like in the bodybuilding shape in case I change, want to do something. But they're all great. All my friends, established friends are great. New friends don't understand. Like the women that I've met at dance who've never encountered a bodybuilder before don't understand why you can't just have a sip of something or eat a little, like why can't you have one strawberry or things like that. They have a hard time understanding, but all been really great about it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, would you in the future, do you like plan to, I don't know, like educate people on bodybuilding
That's
that don't
interesting.
know about the sport?
That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that, going in that direction. I had thought of using my bodybuilding building knowledge and skills with like the Special Olympics and things like that with that community because I already volunteer with some in the Down syndrome community, and a lot of them are involved in the Special Olympics. So they've expressed interest and things like that, and I don't see why that couldn't be done. Helping somebody
Yeah.
maybe achieve the goal to do some bodybuilding or lifting there, I think would be very cool. But I hadn't it's just a little seed germinating or whatever it's called
No,
in my
it's
head. But I
cool.
hadn't thought of the direction you were talking about.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, a while back I was talking to a young lady. She had Down syndrome, and
Hmm.
her father is a coach, and he do posing
Yep,
for her. He do everything.
100%.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
He does the OCB. Yeah.
That's so super cool. Yeah, they ask me all the time. Like, it's very fascinating. I mean, I think it's a fascinating sport anyway. I'm also fascinated at how people are not allowed to talk about anybody's body. Like you can't, everything's body shaming, but bodybuilders are open season.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah. What
amazing to me. You gotta be ready and willing to talk. Otherwise, you'll be miserable because people are not used to it.
do you get harassed on online, like on
Never.
Instagram or? Oh, okay. That's
No,
good.
I've never
Yeah,
encountered a problem ever.
yeah. I hear a lot of stories. I
It
heard
makes
the
me
dick
so
pic
sad.
stories. Yeah, I hear. It's a lot.
I don't understand why people feel the need to comment on it. Like, keep your mouth shut. Just what?
Yeah,
Don't look. Don't look at us if you don't like it. Like, Change the
Uh,
channel.
it could be jealousy. It could be other things too. Some people may not like.
Insecurities.
Yeah, insecurity. Some people may not like the idea of women having muscles. Yeah, it's a lot. I've heard stories. So
Oh, believe me, I've heard them too. I've been very, very fortunate. I mean, I just have never encountered that. Um, I don't even know how I would react or what I would say. I'd like to say I would come back with some great comment, but I think I would probably start crying.
yeah,
And then about 2 days later, I'll get you that comment.
yeah, yeah. I think that's
That
probably a good thing you
response
don't get to.
after I finish
Yeah,
crying in my closet.
I don't know. Oh,
I find bodybuilders really, at their core, the most sensitive people ever.
yeah, I do notice that. I do notice that. Yeah, that they can be very sensitive. You say certain things,
Mhm.
they may not like it. I remember I said something about tattoos. Women having too much tattoos and stuff. And this person I wanted to interview, she kind of canceled on me. And so the person that she was with had told me this, and I'm like, I'm like, was it that serious? And
Mm.
I don't remember me saying it, but I think probably I said it because there's some of them though with a whole lot of tattoos,
For
and this
sure.
person, she just had one tattoo, so I'm like,
Right.
that ain't a big deal, like that ain't too bad what she had on, but
Right.
I got stood up and, I just like
Right.
whatever,
Well,
so
again, people are too focused, serious, um, tunnel visioned into all of this and expecting to be, they're told they're the best, they look great, they're going to be the winner. And when that doesn't happen, ego, of course, takes over. But you don't always win in life. You're not going to win every show. You may not win any more shows. You were lucky to fucking get your pro card. Not lucky, but I mean, everybody up there works hard. Everybody up there wants the same thing. So you can go into that show angry, starving, ready to fight because you don't think you're going to have the right placing, or you can have a nice balanced prep. You can do the things you love as long as you can and have the energy. Enjoy your lifting, enjoy your food, look at the competition and how the people understand you like nobody else, and go up there and have fun with those men and women. It's so much fun on stage. And if you're standing up there with the sour face and you're angry, what's the fucking point? What's the point? I don't
mm,
understand it. Like,
yeah. I
it's
mean, it's like that. Some people, they have like a competitive mind,
you can be
they want to
competitive,
win.
yeah,
Yeah,
but you're not
sometimes.
always going to win.
Yeah, sometimes being competitive, it's not fun, at the time, because from
It's
my
not
experience,
fun.
I never did bodybuilding, but I played basketball, and there were moments I had a fun game, but there are moments that it wasn't fun. Like
Oh, well, for
people that
sure.
I
I mean,
used to
because you're
play with,
taking it seriously, they're going to be. Look, when you're standing on that angle and they call first call outs and you're not in it, it is hard as shit to stand there and smile and be
yeah,
gracious and do your shit and then have them call out second call outs and you're not in that. I've been there. I've been in fourth call outs, and like that is not fun and that is not easy. But that's where you grow. That's where you get better. That's like those are the important moments. You learn nothing almost from winning. You just don't, except you get the pretty crown and stuff like that.
I guess
I
that's
just
what
go
I
into it,
guess.
I guess, with a different attitude. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean that's well said. I mean, I guess that's why it's your sport. You're very matured about it than other people. So
And look, if you beat me, that's awesome. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to make it tough for you to beat me. But other than that, it's out of your hands. Like, you can't do anything. Like it's a
Mm.
subjective sport. It's
Right.
not, you have to be prepared for that when you go in. You don't go in saying you're not going to win a show because the judges are already texting that this guy is with them and like
Would you want to be a judge in the future?
I don't think I have enough of an eye to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like I've thought about it, but I don't know that I really have enough of an eye to be able to set, when they're like hair strands different. I don't feel like I could really see that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Like
mean?
what
Like when
you?
it gets really close, like
Yeah.
that'd be so hard. Like bikini and wellness. I mean, wow.
Yeah. It's a
How do you
lot of them.
judge that? They
Yeah.
all look. I mean,
That.
every division looks so good, but like I try. Like it is so
Yeah.
hard.
Bikini, especially bikini.
Ugh.
Like there's like what, like 60 competitors on stage,
And
and
they all look fantastic.
they look the same.
But there's clearly a difference. Do you know
Yeah.
what I
Well,
mean? But
what?
like
Yeah. Yeah.
I could not like my I don't have fine enough eyes for that.
Yeah. I
I don't
wouldn't either.
have
Oh,
I need to uh yeah. Uh, that's a tough position.
yeah. Yeah. Let me see. People just don't have anything else to do. And then he
Oh my
says,
god, is that George?
yeah, that's George.
Tom Hot.
That's important to have people who support you as
Oh,
a
sure.
bodybuilder. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. What kind of Meg the Stallion song you like to dance on to?
Mm. Oh, that's. I listened to Kitty Cat a lot today, so that one was at the top of my list. I love all those ladies that are all so good. I've also been doing a lot of Cardi B. I really like. I'm pretty and petty as fuck. I think that's like one of the greatest songs ever written. I really enjoy it, even though I like Bia too. Don't come for me, Cardi. But like that's a great song. And Cardi, I'm sorry, I'm still talking about Cardi B, but I love that there's a female diss song. Kind of reminds me of the '90s when they had diss tracks. I mean, I know we just had the Kendrick and Drake thing, but like this is sort of fun. These two, I'm
Okay.
into
Oh wow,
that.
you're a hip hop head, huh?
I love it. I mean, 100%. Uh,
Well,
so I can't
what
say the
was
line
your
that I wanted to say from Megan. What?
what was your what was your favorite video that you used to like looking at growing up?
Oh, I still watch videos. Oh no. I do. I still actively watch videos on YouTube. Um, I love to watch Missy Elliott videos because the dancing is
Okay.
insane. I
Yeah.
mean, just so good. Ludacris also has great videos. Like when I'm doing all
Yeah.
my cardio, it's super fun to like go back and do that. Um, I love Tribe Called Quest. Those videos are kind of mellow and fun. That they're one of my
Mm.
faves. I watch all of that. It's
Mhm. That's
I enjoy it.
interesting.
I watch all of them, but those are kind of the ones that when I'm in the deep in my cardio, those are the ones that I go to.
Yeah.
Missy
Like
especially.
yeah, of course. But she slimmed down, I noticed,
Oh yeah.
over the
I mean,
years. She almost looked like she almost looked like a 30-year-old. She should be 50 now.
for
And it's
sure.
like, wow, yeah,
I
that's
got to see
very
her in
interesting.
concert, I think 2 years ago, and she walked up the stairs and sang right into my face. And I put my phone away so I could look into her eyes. But it was an amazing concert. It was her, well, Timberland opened, then Busta Rhymes came out. Hello.
Okay.
Then Sierra came out, not a fan.
Mm,
Since the show, her performance made me not a fan. I was a fan going in, and then
mhm.
Missy Elliott. It was a fantastic.
I didn't care too much about Sierra for some reason. She kind of reminded me of a Janet Jackson modern day
Mm.
Janet Jackson.
Okay.
So
Also, Janet's videos amazing. I still try and do my rhythm
yeah,
nation.
that's cool. That's
I
cool.
like to dance.
Yeah, yeah. Like how long you do the dance classes?
So the dance classes, I do about 4 nights a week, 4 times a week, and they're like an hour and 15 minutes each. And like sometimes I'm like, I can't believe I. Every time I'm like, I can't believe I did that. Like, they never
Yeah,
look great, but dance has really taught me how to let go in bodybuilding as well, like to kind of relax and that you're gonna get it. Do you know what I mean? Like I used to freak out if I couldn't remember the choreography. I very much relax on it. I'm like, I'm gonna get it by the end, and I've adopted that with posing and other things as well. Just kind of not so hard on yourself kind of thing. Just have fun and let loose. And that's when I dance my best. Or
so
I
you
don't.
started
And I don't care.
so
Look, I spin around in a whirling dervish and I'm 55, so I fall over easy. And I just warn everybody around me. I say, I'm going to run into you and you're going to like it.
so you started dancing like when you was in women's physique.
Yes. I
Oh,
only
okay.
started 3 years ago.
Oh,
So
if you would have been in figure, it probably would have been another story. Like you probably would have got the poses down packed and yeah,
look, my heart is in figure because, of course, I was there for so long. I'll always love figure. It's amazing.
yeah. But you
That was
didn't
my
do that
gateway.
bad. It was just like it like you said certain poses. You didn't entirely do that bad. Like were you like last place in
Yes,
figure or
for
okay, I
sure.
got you.
I
I
have
got you.
been that's why I know, I've been first, I've been last, I've been seventh a lot. Seven really likes me. I've been all over it. And,
Okay.
I think it was more exciting to be like 16, how anything under 15, if you're 15, 16, and watch yourself kind of move back up. I mean, that's so cool. I mean, that's amazing. Did you watch the Kentucky Derby?
No, I didn't watch the
Oh my
Kentucky
gosh.
Derby.
Go look at the video of the horse. The horse is like so far behind, and the jockey just rides all the way from like third to last to first in the race. Just
Mm.
steady, didn't panic, just kept going. Like it is unbelievable. I'm kind of like that horse.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really watch the derbies, the Kentucky derbies like that. Yeah,
It's the best
sometimes
two
like
minutes
once in a
ever.
while. Yeah, sometimes I'll once in a blue moon I'll look at basketball
But you
and
played, so
maybe
you're not watching the playoffs?
well that's a good question. I was always in and out of it, like watching the NBA and stuff. After a while, you get a little tired. You don't want to watch all these young guys, making money and
And sitting out
complaining and yeah, acting up and like I don't know you. I heard this on the story where on Clay Thompson, he was with Meg the Stallion, and
for
that was a
sure.
big thing. And like I didn't entirely really care, but but people was paying attention to it, so it
Oh,
is what it is.
it was big news. He couldn't keep it in his pants.
Yeah, but I mean, he's an NBA player. I mean, he probably should have told her. He probably should have told her from the start that he wasn't really. He really didn't want like a serious relationship. You know,
Yeah,
so probably because he's an
uh,
NBA player. Of course, he's gonna do all that. They're like rock stars. I
oh, for
mean,
sure.
if they got an opportunity with an attractive woman. You don't think that they not gonna do that?
I definitely think they've shown that they are.
Yeah, maybe a few,
Definitely a few.
they'll be monogamous, but a lot of them,
LeBron.
yeah, yeah, LeBron, he's a good example,
Mm-hmm.
but like a lot of them, if they have opportunity, there's some women they be throwing themselves at them.
Hundred
So yeah,
percent.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. I mean, I don't know, like for me, I don't always watch it. Sometimes I do, but there be moments I'm like in my own zone.
Right.
I don't. Yeah. So
I
you
stopped
got
kind of watching during the pandemic.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was big into it, and then when they were in Orlando in the bubble, I checked out, and I've not really
yeah,
checked back in.
yeah. Man, I
But
be
my
in and out.
husband did turn on a game last night, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like playoff basketball," because it was like the second quarter, but it looked like the fourth quarter of a regular season game. Like they were really hustling
Yeah,
and playing.
I think now
But I
they
didn't
they
stay and
should
watch.
be. I think now they're probably at the conference. May if not around this time, maybe a couple of weeks from now, they're gonna be Western Conference, and then they're gonna go to the finals, maybe in June. So
Right.
yeah.
It's almost June. It's
Um,
crazy. I'm gonna have
I
to
had
get going soon. Oh wait,
I
so
had
wait, I
an
see
interview.
something.
Yeah, I had an interview with a figure pro who used to be a backup dancer for Ashanti and Rod Digger. Yeah, he
What?
yeah, he interviewed this young lady. She's from Japan, and she was like a backup dancer for Ashanti and Rod Digger, and then she started bodybuilding. She's in
Awesome.
figure. Yeah, maybe
That's awesome.
he'll send you like her IG.
Oh, I'm DMing him after this.
Yeah, yeah, he interviews a lot of cool women and
That's
stuff at times.
amazing.
Yeah,
Sometimes when
yeah,
I'm in dance class and the women who and men who can really dance are doing it, I just sit there. I'm like, oh my god, it's just. But basketball's kind of that too. It's beautiful. And when basketball's good, it's beautiful.
yeah. Yeah. Do you watch the WNBA?
Not so much. I've really kind of checked out on sports. I don't watch women's
I'm not
soccer. I don't
surprised.
watch men's. I'm equal opportunity non-watching. I don't watch men
What
or
about
women.
bodybuilding? Like as a spectator, would you go to like a bodybuilding show?
If it's in my area, but like I'm not flying to New York for the New York Pro, which we know is going
Yeah,
on right now, and of course it
yeah.
would be
I'm
amazing to
going
be there.
there
But
later
I would
on.
love to go to the
Like,
Olympia.
yeah, I'm going there later on. So
Nice,
yeah, since I've been
nice.
going there, I've been missing like majority of times the women. Like
Oh,
I'll look at the men, like maybe like no, last year I missed the whole thing entirely. I was late. Yeah, I missed
oh, that
the
stinks.
yeah, so I at first I was like, I don't know if I want to come go there, but somebody was like, hey, you don't know, maybe it might be an opportunity for you to talk to people and stuff.
That's
So I
it.
was like, hey, give you a yeah, maybe I could give it a chance,
For sure. I mean,
So
shows were so much fun.
yeah,
It's a long day
yeah,
too. They're grueling as well, of course, for spectators, supporters, and competitors and
yeah,
judges.
yeah. Well, I don't want to take you hostage.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely not. But I
oh,
am going to have to run. I could talk to you all day.
I really appreciate
Keep
us
running my
talking.
mouth.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Like, what's your next show that you're preparing, or you just laying low right
At the
now?
moment, kind of laying low, seeing what's going on, but definitely have the bug to get back in there for sure
Okay,
after taking off last year. So definitely feeling motivated and inspired by all the women who have, am just crushing it.
nice, nice. Well, okay, it was a pleasure
It was a
talking
pleasure to
with you.
meet you.
Yeah, likewise. Let's do this again in the future.
You tell me when, but not a year later, like sooner than that.
All right, all right.
Because it took us a year this time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I forgot too sometimes.
We got
Uh,
busy, but we're here
yeah,
now.
yeah. Well, I appreciated our talk.
I did too. Thank you so much.
Thank
It was a
you.
pleasure.
All right. You bye.